We are looking at the challenges facing women and girls in Africa in their struggle for gender equality.
And coming up later, our audience has weighed in on our topic through emails, Facebook, and Twitter comments, and we'll reveal some of them ahead on Straight Talk Africa.
The African Union has declared 2010 to 2020 the African Women's Decade. Last week, the United Nations launched the African Women's Leadership Network to support women's leadership across the continent. But as my colleague Hayde Fitzpatrick reports, African women need more than international institutional support on their road to meaningful empowerment.
When it comes to trailblazing, African women are in a league of their own. They are pioneers, freedom fighters, artists, and winners of Nobel Prizes, Oscars, and gold medals, leaders in the world of business, academia, and politics. They're also farmers, homemakers, teachers, and nurturers, long the backbone of Africa's economies. But statistics reveal African women are also marginalized, oppressed, displaced, and disadvantaged, bearing the brunt of war, violence, and poverty. The world's top 5 countries with the most women in their workforce are all in sub-Saharan Africa. Yet women get paid the least, and in many cases, they don't get paid at all. Inequality begins early. Of the more than 16 million girls out of school in sub-Saharan Africa, more than half will never set foot in a classroom. If you're poor and a girl, chances are you'll have to drop out of school, get married early, and spend your time cooking, cleaning, and caring for family members. You'll likely be more vulnerable to maternal mortality and disease. Gender-based violence is widespread. In South Africa, 1 in every 4 women has experienced physical violence. Female genital mutilation is still practiced in 27 African countries. African women and girls are regularly sold into slavery at home and abroad. Other statistics, though, show that Africa's women politicians have been overcoming these odds. 2012 was arguably the most historic year for women, shattering the political glass ceiling. South Africa's Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma became the first woman to lead the African Union. The Gambia's Fatou Bensouda was appointed chief prosecutor at the International Criminal Court. Joyce Banda became Malawi's first woman president, joining Liberia's Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, who made history 7 years before as Africa's first female head of state. Women's representation in politics has made substantial progress throughout sub-Saharan Africa, where the percentage of female parliamentarians increased to 22% last year, outstripping developed countries like the United States and Japan. Rwanda leads the world's rankings in women's representation. 61% of its parliament is female. Women make up more than 40% of South Africa's parliament. Much of the success has been thanks to progressive laws that require political parties to nominate female candidates. Countries like Uganda, Kenya, Burundi, Senegal, and Angola have all adopted electoral gender quotas, paving the way for women who dare shake up the status quo. Some successes, some shortcomings. Perhaps the greatest challenge for women's empowerment in Africa is to ensure that everyday women and girls are afforded the same opportunities as elites. Hayde Fitzpatrick, VOA News, Washington.